One, two, three, guys. Please tell me if we are live or not. This is one of the first streams that I'm having with this new setup. We haven't been really doing a lot of these recently, so tell me if you can hear me. Do you hear me? Do you hear the people singing a song of angry men? It is the music of the people who will not be slaves again. So, can you hear me? Yes? Live. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's begin. All right, welcome to today's episode of Ukraine Matters live podcast. It's very special, well, live podcast, live stream. It's going to be a very nice episode. We're going to talk a lot about the Russian economy. We're going to finally address all of your questions. Please use the question section of the chat where you can ask your questions there, and I will answer those over there as fast as I can. But more importantly, we're going to have a bit of a raffle today. We have some goodies that I brought from the 93rd Brigade together with me. Now I unpacked beyond the flag that I already raffled, and that's very good. So congrats again, Jim, on getting that flag. Stop singing. I will never do that. I will never stop singing because people sing when they're happy, and I come from a country that is the singing country, and we sing for our freedom. We even had a singing revolution. Google it. So let's start talking, I guess, while people are getting here into the mood. We're going to start talking about the Russian economy. However, before we do that, I would like us to take a little bit of a breather, a pause, and give a hand to the moderating team and all of the other people, volunteers and helpers and people that are reaching out to help with the news and with a lot of the other behind the scenes work that is happening. You know what you're doing. So guys, without them, this channel would not be able to exist, and we would not be able to reach the scale of where we are right now. And to actually celebrate it a little bit, we have a very special picture. The video of that picture, I mean, I guess I can put the video on as well. Like, I'll show you the picture and you tell me if you want to see the video as well, all right? It's gonna be like a live reaction. So the picture that I want to share with you is it this one? Yes, it's this one. So, oh, I forgot to switch the transition. There we go. So these are the guys from the 93rd Brigade. I think you already know the guy on the right. That's ATM. This is the guy basically that dealing with a lot of our orders and so on. And the guy on the left is Jungle. He is like the head of the pilots for Ukraine. And well, in this specific battalion, in the Black Raven battalion. And these are the first batch of drones that arrived to them, that was made by the company that we working with, the BIFA. It's total 50 drones that are delivered, and right now there is gonna be even more made. They're already in the process. It took a bit of a time because they were aligning in between each other what specific components they needed to do, because they wanted to get specific configuration for the drone beyond the standard. At least that's was explained to me, but that's what we got. So okay, I see people are wanting the video. Okay, I'll put the video up. Give me a second. Video, because I'm not sure if I have it downloaded even. Let's see. Let's see. I have it. Do I have it downloaded? Oh, I'm gonna just download it anyway. Should be fast enough. Downloads. There we go. And I should turn on the sounds, right? Yes. So the video. And let's listen. I'm just gonna
Серцебиття ще є.
myself.
А коли воно почне пі-пі-пі-пі,
Да,
тоді вже
ото-
виявляється
ото.
таке хуйово. Бажаємо здоров'я, друзі! У кожної епохи є своя зброя. Колись це були мечі, потім гармати. Сьогодні це дрони. Every era has its weapons. Once it was swords, then cannons. Today it's drones.
І ці дрони допомагають нам захищати свободу. And these drones help us to defend freedom.
Батальйон безпілотних систем Black Raven 93-ї бригади щиро дякує благодійному фонду Лапки Дзиги. The Unmanned System Battalion Black Raven of 93rd Brigade sincerely thanks to the charity foundation Diggers Paw.
Завдяки вам наш підрозділ отримав 50 FPV-дронів. І якщо чесно, для російських окупантів це досить погана новина. Thanks to your support, we received 50 FPV drones. And for the invading forces, this is usually bad news.
Дрони стали новою артилерією свободи. Вони бачать далі, діють точніше і допомагають берегти життя наших воїнів. Drones have become the new artillery of freedom. They see further, they strike with precision, and they help save the lives of our soldiers.
Але за кожним дроном стоїть щось більше. Стоять люди, які підтримують Україну. But behind every drone there is something more. There are people who stand with Ukraine.
Ми щиро вдячні міжнародній спільноті Ukraine Matters. Підтримка людей доброї волі з різних куточків світу для нас дуже багато означає. We are deeply grateful to the international community Ukraine Matters. The support of people of goodwill from around the world means a lot to us.
І, чесно кажучи, наші дрони дуже люблять знаходити російських окупантів, навіть коли ті думають, що добре сховалися. And to be honest, our drones are very good at finding the invading forces, even when they think they are well hidden.
Дякуємо вам за підтримку України.
Thank you for standing with Ukraine.
Свобода – це коли весь світ допомагає її захищати.
Freedom is when the world helps to defend it.
Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
Yes. So there we go, guys. First batch of drones. We already sent about $100,000 worth of equipment to them, and this is the first batch. So by this moment, we already sort of processed about 120,000 of the donations. But that means that we have more time, more efforts to go. Guys, it's 209,260. So I propose a deal for you. Let's do a raffle. If during the stream we're able to fundraise 738 euros here to get this over to 2010, then we're gonna do the raffle, and there's a lot of goodies here. So this is definitely something you would like to join up to. So participate, join the fundraiser, and let's get it on. Great stuff, guys. Thank you so much for doing everything that you can for Ukraine. And this is important. Links will be posted by the moderating team and everyone else in the channel. So support Ukraine and let's do everything. So, but let's transition talking about the Russians. Now, I want to start talking about the Russians, talking a little bit about Iran, because this is where all of the economics and all of the economic prognosis a little bit muddy. So the first thing that I need to address is some of my statements in the latest video, because some people made very good arguments that I do think is relevant to address. Point number one, because Iran has been trying to close the Strait of Hormuz, this has been very problematic for a lot of the different states, but there is also a big response, not just from the United States, but also from countries around the world, Europeans and so on. So while there is a pressure on the oil, there is also a lot of pressure, a lot of movements to depressurize that situation around the Strait of Hormuz. That is one point. So potentially oil prices will not go that high up because it is being tackled by a lot of different actors. And point number two is that the operations that are being conducted right now is not only conducted by the US administration that seemingly is just doing a lot of different weird stuff, and right now is even discussing potentially some ground mission, which is like wild and another kind of worms, which is beyond the scale of Ukraine altogether. But importantly, what people noted to me is that Israel is also participating in these activities. And Israeli command, doesn't matter how you want to be related to them, what you think about them, but they are very good at planning their operations. And to be honest, their competences are very hard to challenge in the military sphere. You can obviously, like I know a lot of people challenge them on the moral, but it's a completely different question. And the point of the matter is, this is the daily launch activities of Iran. And you can see that over the last week, the abilities of Iran to launch missiles and drones have basically went downwards to a very, very low level. Now, most likely they will be kept at this low level, but generally speaking, right now, Iran and United States have pretty dominant control over the skies, and this limits a lot of possibilities for Iran to conduct pressure. Now, there's still going to be pressure coming from Iran, but I do think that there is a little bit more nuance to this whole situation than I addressed in the last video. But importantly, looking now at the oil price. Right now it is about $93 per barrel. Is it good for Russia? Yes, it is good. But we need to understand how good it is, because that's kind of the key point. The key point for us, let me see where I had this chart open. Sorry, I have different tabs. Did I? Oh, there it is. So this is the chart of Russian oil, and specifically this is a chart of discount on the Russian oil. And what we need to guess here, basically I wanted to try to understand how good things are for Russia, is to understand at what level Russia is profiting from their oil sales from this high price. Right now, the big difference from the price of oil that is on the market and what Russia is selling is how big of a discount Russia is forced to play, because there are sanctions, because there is issues with delivering of Russian oil, because Ukraine is bombing them and they cannot fully respect the agreements, and there is a lot of gray schemes. And right now, the discount is about $30. So Russia is selling their oil $30 under the price of Brent. So if it is right now 93, that means the Russian oil will be sold at 63. And this basically got me asking, it was like, well, what is it in a perspective, a cut, how good it is for Russia it would have this oil? So I found this nice paper by the Oxford Institute for Energy Studies that says, follow the money, understanding Russia's oil and gas revenues. And what it did is outlined a nice table right over here, where we could look at the prices of crude oil for Russia. And what I was specifically, this goes until 2023 only, but generally speaking, we see that $63 per barrel, the last price, this is about what Russia was selling their oil at the level of 2023. 2023 was a pretty bad year for Russia overall. It wasn't very, very good. Specifically when it comes to oil sales. It still forced a lot of Russian currency to be spent. So too long didn't read, like summation from this is that the current oil prices are pretty bad. They are benefiting Russia. It is able to stabilize their economy. But right now, Russia is basically performing with their oil to about a 2023 level. So this is not good. I'll remind you that by the end of 2023, Russia was already struggling with their economy, and the only thing that was keeping them afloat is their foreign reserves. They still have zero foreign reserves. So they run out of this. So let's talk about did the conflict really rescue Russian war budget? And while the budget did assume, current Russian budget that they planned did assume 59 barrels $59 per barrel of Russian oil. That is how their budget right now is balanced. the truth of the matter is that even their balanced budget is with a planned deficit of 3.8 trillion rubles. So it is still a deficit budget. It is still a budget that will require Russia to essentially somehow mend about 4 trillion rubles hole in there. So if Russian oil right now is being sold by 63, and we are hoping that at some point the oil prices will go down as there will be continuing participation of different actors in allowing the transport in the state of Hormuz, then overall it will allow essentially Russia to balance the budget, but it's going to be a deficit budget. So no major profit for Russia whatsoever. Then we need to talk about what Russia is actually doing, because to be honest, they are not doing that great. January was pretty devastating for Russia. In January, Russia has shown that they have a declining GDP of 2.1%. Now, 2.1% might not seem like a lot. You know, it's like year on year, plus it's only for a specific month. The difference here is that in previous years, January was generally speaking positive for Russia. Last year, January was very much positive for Russia. It rose significant amounts last year. And the fact of the matter that Russia is even starting this year with already a decline in GDP already shows that their economy structure hasn't changed and they are still going down into recession. More indicators of the fact that that everything is not going well is that Moscow, the region of Moscow and the city of Moscow, is reporting that the first 2 months showed 4.5 percentage points lower growth than planned. So growth is slowing down even in Moscow. It's very hard to describe what Moscow means for Russia for people that live in normal civilized country. Essentially, you must think of Moscow as a country inside of a country. So there is Russia and there is Moscow. And basically, Russia can live whatever they want, but the spice must flow to Moscow, whatever the case. So the fact of the matter that even Moscow is showing signs of slowing down and recession already is terrible. Like that's basically like a death sentence already that Russia is stating that we are that bad, that even the region that is being fed off of the whole of the rest of the country is now saying that we're slowing down our growth. That is pretty bad. And Russian industry is no change. Now, there's a lot of different industries that struggle in Russia, but obviously the clearest example is the coal industry. The coal industry how do I put it nice? Like coal miners' profits fell 49.5% year on year. Like how do you visualize that your profits basically halved in a year? Imagine you had a salary last year and then this year it's halved. It is really, really bad. Russian coal industry and generally speaking, the regional performance is really, really poor for Russia. And this actually has been also answering some of the questions. Remember at the autumn last year, we were seeing this weird situation where some of the Russian regions were reporting that they're cutting down on payments to the mobilized soldiers. You know, Russia is basically mobilizing a lot of their people, but because they want to have some kind of a quote-unquote social contract with their society, they are proposing a lot of money for those contracts, essentially buying mercenaries internally. And we saw suddenly that despite the fact that Russia had issues filling in the required numbers in those end of the year months for mobilized people, they were also lowering the prices for this. And now we actually got the answer, because the answer is that Russians are actually gonna be, sorry, wrong one. Russians are aiming to reduce federal budget expenditures. And not only federal budget, also this is on the local level. Basically what happened is the Russian federal center, Russia is a federation, so they have like a federal center of economics and they have the regional economics. So what federal center said that we will not subsidize your regional programs anymore. Now all of the regional programs are to be paid by the regions themselves, and regions themselves beforehand were actually spending some of their stored war chest essentially from before. And they are also reporting they're running out of that war chest now that Russian authorities basically stated you pay for all your stuff anymore, and we ourselves from the federal budget are going to cut supporting programs, are going to cut different programs. Basically what they're doing right now is they're stating that we are going to be cutting 10% of all of our expenditures. So it's like 1/10 of the Russian budget basically is going to be mended. This is how Russia is hoping to mend their economy. And this is exactly where we talked about last year. A lot of people, when I was explaining last year that Russian budget is struggling, people were like, well, Russia is going to collapse. And I said, no, that's not how economies works. Russia will start cutting into their meat. They will going to start cutting off their fat, and they're going to start cutting off their social benefit programs. And this is indeed what's happening. So all of the expectations for us for 2026 that we were expecting for Russian economy in their downwards trajectory are happening. The only difference is this gift from the war in Iran. That's the unfortunate part. And the second problem for Russia is Ukraine. So what was not there present in the Russian economy beforehand in the last couple of years is the deep strike of Ukraine. It was not present to the current objectives. Recently, Ukraine struck a big Russian plant that was producing a lot of microelectronics chips and so on in Bryansk. This was an own plant, really big plant. And the problem was that it was also pretty heavily protected. So what Ukraine did, they launched a couple hundred of drones a day prior to their attacks. And then they launched multiple Storm Shadow missiles. And basically they bombed the shit out of this whole facility. This whole facility is now pretty ruined. You can see like on the roof of that facility, there has not been just one strike of the missile. It's been multiple strikes of multiple missiles. That facility that is critical for production of a lot of Russian missiles, a lot of Russian complex drones, is right now offline, and it's not given that it will be coming online anytime soon. And this is basically where Russian economy is going to have more and more trouble than beforehand. So even if Russia had some benefits to their economy with the oil prices, they cannot remove the fact that Ukrainians are able to launch strikes against the Russian facilities. And not only that, Russian Z bloggers, by the way. So there is this video of Ukrainians striking that facility. And the problem with that is there is a Ukrainian drone that is hanging around and filming this. So there was a drone that was hanging around, filmed this, and then returned with the footage to Ukraine. So really bad news for Russia if this is the state of their anti-air system protection of some of the critical infrastructure in Ukraine. So yeah, and Ukrainians are not stopping on bombing the infrastructure for oil and gas. Additional gas streams have been bombed. Overall, this is really bad. And more importantly, Ukrainians are right now on the counteroffensive. So even propaganda campaign of Russia that allowed them to essentially have some kind of negotiated positions is right now being challenged. In my last map update video, I talked to you about Novogrigorivka, and I talked to you that Ukrainians entered and were fighting for this settlement, where it turns out that this footage has been located to be 3 weeks old. So potentially Ukrainians are already more than advanced to it. And we're right now are just getting some of the older footage published to us. And most likely Ukrainians could be already even further ahead. Right now, Ukrainian General Staff is reporting that the whole of Dnipro region has been pretty much liberated, which is fantastic. It is truly like a silent major victory for Ukraine. So all in all, to sum up this segment for all of the people that are watching this, Russian economy might be winning a little bit from the increased fuel prices, but it's not like completely saving the Russian economy. There is a lot more problems in 2026 than it was in 2023 when this all happened. And more importantly, Russia structurally is right now trying to hide a lot of these discrepancies by essentially moving the payments from the federal budget that was known before to like regional budgets that basically Russian regions will be dealing on their own, and they are not doing that well whatsoever. All right, hope this introduction was pretty nice for you. I really hope you enjoyed. Let me update our fundraiser and see where we are. We were able to fundraise additional $100. So right now it's 209,300. So if we can fundraise 600 more, that would be great. So we can do the raffle. That would be very nice. Let's start answering some of your questions. By the way, how many are we here? We are over 1,000. Wow. Thank you so much, guys. Please participate in a fundraiser. And even if you want to support me as a channel and as a creator, first and foremost, please participate in fundraiser. I would prioritize supporting Ukraine before supporting me. I'm not rich in any sense of the case, but at least YouTube is giving ability for me to buy food on the table. So all help to myself is appreciated, but support Ukraine first and foremost. All right. Nomos 9006 is asking, hi, from the US, what's up with Saudi deal for drone defense? As far as I've heard right now, there is a 3 big proposals, or 3 or 8. I've heard like 2 numbers, 3 proposals and 8 proposals, and I don't remember which one was the accurate, which was the latest. Oh my God, I didn't bring water. Stupid me. So forget me. I pour myself a glass of water, and I forgot it in kitchen. Sorry. I'll pour myself some cola. America. Yes. So there is right now 3 or 8 proposals to Ukrainian drone producers for really large amounts. Incredibly large amounts as it's being reported to me. And if this is going to go through, basically Ukrainian drone industry is going to explode. It's already booming right now, but if these payments will go through, then we will see like major expansion. I think like double, if not triple, Ukrainian drone industry. It is truly that massive. Like what is it? The Gulf states, they don't fool around on their expenditure. When they need to send money somewhere, they're just like, yep, there we go. So really great opportunity for Ukraine. Jim Jan is asking, stupid maybe, but what will he do when the war ends? Any plans evolving the channel maybe, or maybe work in Ukraine somehow? Well, Jim, right now, if you're asking me, I don't know who says him. So for me, obviously, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not a very good public person. I like doing business. Like I'm a capitalist. I like doing business. I have my corporate background. We already are working around Ukrainian different sectors. Most likely, I see myself trying to do either, I don't see construction, but like my background is in data, so maybe reintegration of Ukrainian IT sector to Europe, and in generally like a cost cross promotion between Europe and Ukraine is something I can easily do because I have both kind of connections on the other side. But generally speaking, like I have a business background, so most likely I will be working with some of this, like so. So if you're a businessman, you want to do some business in Ukraine, or you want to work with this, reach out to me. I will be glad to see what we can do in which areas, and especially like defense. This is something I'm pretty knowing about. I've been talking with a lot of different people. Salt of the Red Earth. Hi, Georgie. I'm anxious to hear your take on reports that Russia is helping Iran to attack U.S. targets. I mean, I'm not sure why you're anxious, man. Like, it's pretty obvious. I think this is likely a good news overall, because that means that Russia is not doing anything else. So it's basically like a tap on the back from Russians stating like, "You go, Iran. Like, you're doing great." So it's kind of like this. And I mean, like, isn't like Putin like a big friend of Witkov? So why don't Witkov ask his bestie Putin to stop doing this? HDR 422. How many of your audience is proud of Ukraine? I'm so proud of you. Wait. How many of your audience is proud of Ukraine? I'm so proud of you. You have so many excuses to not help, but you send help in Middle East. Thank you. That is such a confusing statement. Okay, let's try to dissect what was said here. How many of your audience is proud of Ukraine? I'm pretty sure all of my audience is proud of Ukraine. Next, he says, I am so proud of you. You have so many excuses to not help, comma, but you send help in Middle East. Thank you. I am very confused, man. Like, seriously, if you wanted to say something, I really don't know what you want to say. Support Ukraine. Like, if you have disposable income before supporting me, even if you like me as creator, support Ukraine, support Fundraiser. Supporting Ukraine is above everything else. Sounds like a bad sarcasm. Yeah, maybe he wanted to be smart, but like, I guess English wasn't his strong suit. Not that my English is very good, but you know, we're doing what we're doing. Amizer 8076. Hi, still Ubuntu. What do you think about Ukraine using drones to push USA and Europe to be more favorable to Ukraine? Oh, for sure, for sure. This is one of the tactical blunders that United States did. Fun fact, after Anchorage, when the Europeans and Ukrainians came to US, actually Ukrainians produced like a whole presentation on how they can strengthen United States, specifically in the Gulf region, and how it can help US allies against Iranian drones. And US officials actually declined Ukrainian help. So right now, a lot of these officials, I'm pretty sure, are having tough talks about why they did it. So really big fun. So this is definitely going to help Ukraine on a very multiple levels. Essentially, like I'm not sure if it's going to help with Trump, because you know, like, Trump doesn't really think in like these terms. He thinks in a little bit different perceptions, but it's definitely going to help on all of the people that are able to track. And yes, I'm still using Ubuntu. I'm very happy with Ubuntu. It is really nice. I'm loving it every day. Seriously, Ubuntu is great. Like, after some of the initial hiccups that I had, and I just got used to stuff, I'm not having any issues whatsoever. Like, the only issue that I'm having is like on my laptop, but that's a whole another kind of worms. Jonas Martinson, what are Shoigu up to? Will he be taking down Putin? No, absolutely not. He's a nobody now. It doesn't matter. He doesn't matter. He and his parts have been removed. He is history. Forget that he ever existed. That's it. It wasn't me. I worry a lot about US passing on Ukrainian technology and expertise in drone warfare to Russia. Any thoughts? Thank you for your works. No, they will not pass. It's already ongoing. It's already, I mean, I don't want to say it's done deal, but pretty much. Like, because it was proposed to US fucked up. A lot of heads got really, like, I don't want to say rolled, but definitely they have acknowledged their tactical mistakes in the inner circles. And right now there are very serious negotiations about procurement of tech from Ukraine. So love it. I love it. Like, as I said, like, I do feel that capitalism is what Ukraine need when there is this like relationships that not just us helping Ukraine, but it's a mutually beneficial relationships. Oh, guys, I want to take a little bit of a break to talk a little bit about our fundraiser. We are more than halfway. It's 618, so only 382 euros left to get, so we can do the big raffle, and we can get you some goodies today. A couple of super chats. Richard Bennett, thank you so much for giving away 5 Ukraine members memberships. Appreciate it, my friend. Russell Whiskey, thank you so much for being with me here for 33 months. Appreciate it. Smash that like button. Absolutely. iBag, thank you so much for being here with me. Europe, like, supports Ukraine, I hope. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. 36 months. Man, we've been doing this for a long time. Appreciate it so, so much. Thomas Taylor, how will Ukrainians integrate with Russia when the war is over? Do we send all of the Russians to re-education farms? Is going to be more and okay, so this is like one of those questions that I really don't like discussing, because it's discussing like what's going to happen with Russia, what are we going to do after the war is over. I think we're not even close to war being over. So with your permission, Thomas, I'm going to pass over this. I think we still have a lot of work to do before we can start discussing what we're going to do with Russia and how it's going to look like. There is still too much uncertainty from it. Russia is still banking on a lot of our weaknesses in the Western world, in Europeans and Americans. So there is still a lot of uncertainty. Where is the EU's red line with Hungary, the point past which they're expelled no matter what without regard to tradition and unanimity? Well, there is right now a big discussion in European Union. Basically, everyone is waiting right now for the April elections. So they're hoping that was it Peter Magyar that's gonna come and gonna push Orban out of power, and essentially we can work as before, but now with revitalized. However, Ursula von der Leyen, the president of the European Commission, recently made a big speech on specifically European ability to adapt to challenges. And it is very clear that at the highest level, there is a big discussion about how Europe needs to go forward. As far as I'm aware, most likely scenario that we're going to have is there's going to be some kind of a multi-speed Europe where certain countries are going to be integrating closer based on their desires. Not because of what we want or don't want in Europe and how it would be more fair or correctly to work together, but because we cannot be hostage to one hostile rogue nation. And essentially, Ursula von der Leyen expressed that security is becoming the main driving force in all of the negotiations. If there is a country that is sabotaging security of Europe, that means we need to change so that country doesn't have a say in this, because security above all else. Let the Ukrainian drones fly. Yes, we will. What are the positive negatives in the war in Iran for Ukraine? Well, as I said already, more commercialization, commerce. Oh my God, this is so hard. Commercialization of Ukrainian technology. So Ukraine becomes actual provider of security to the world. And we finally start building these mutual beneficial relationships rather than just one-sided support for Ukraine. That is the biggest benefit. Plus, a massive injection of funds, obviously. Is the problem that Ukraine supports USA in the Iran campaign? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's a problem for Ukraine. I don't think anyone will look at Ukraine like it's going to support United States, because Ukraine will have very limited support. I think the biggest problem for United States will be if United States will go in with boots on the ground, and then all of the countries that will follow US through with that. That would be a fucking disaster. Kate Sire 5833. Have you heard Get Out by Philip Page song? Yes. Thank you. Props to Philip for that song. Really fantastic. I love it. Rocco, hi man. Hi Georgie. Should President Zelensky get something in return for helping out drone technology and personnel to the Iranian war, especially from the sack of shit in the White House. Well, as far as I'm concerned, Ukraine is proposing, but this is not like a goodwill proposal. This is a contract. This is a deal. So it's not going to be like just Ukraine gives away stuff for free. It's going to be specific investments. David Burke, do you think we will see the new countries aiding Ukraine thanks to them helping some countries for Iranian drones? No, I don't think there will be countries specifically helping, but I do feel that there's going to be a lot more interest in Ukrainian defense sector and generally as Ukraine as a trading partner. Isbliss, with the media in my country, it's difficult to keep track, but the orange graph, I don't know what graph is subtly announcing ending some sanctions on the invaders. Has this begun yet? And do you know which sanctions? Yes, it's the sanctions on India to purchase the oil. It's the sanctions that essentially there's going to be some negatives for Indian companies if they will start purchasing oil from Russia. And Indian companies instantly jump on this, and they are now purchasing Russian oil en masse. That is everything that's being talked to right now. We're, by the way, already at 724, so we're only 276 euros short. Guys, come on, we can do it. I believe in this community. We really can do it. Just follow the link that the moderators will share to you. Any small bit will help. Tosunabe donated. Why do you think Trump looks for a reason to remove sanctions to Russia? USA has oil, Venezuelan. Why not sell it by Russian oil? Where is the American first? What is the guy trying to do? Another mistake. No, Tosun, thank you so much for donations. I'm really, really happy. Also, by the way, I loved your streams with Rick. Really fantastic. So, what I want to say is that Russian oil is because it's, how do you say, Russia stored a lot of their oil in these gray fleet tankers that were just drifting along the coastline of their states that were purchasing Russian oil. So it was like essentially fast reaction scenario, easy to do, you know, because the oil was already there. And I'm pretty sure it was proposed by Putin to Trump himself. That like, look, we have some oil, just lift some sanctions, be a good bud for us and do it. So most likely it was like that. But secondly, there is already now discussions with the G7 that they will open the strategic reserves for oil to start releasing that oil on the market to kind of negate this push from Russia, from the Russian oil. Overall, we so far have very limited benefits for Russia. It's a 30-day benefits that they're getting from this program. Crackhead, is it Ukraine's strategic interest to develop a replacement for Patriot? I mean, including the cost of such a program, which could otherwise be spent on guns, food. I mean, yes, but also it's like it's not that easy. Like it's really complex system. So it's not something like drones, you know, like something cheap. This requires a lot of real effort and a lot of real brain power. So I see that Ukrainians and Europeans are working on this together, maybe making SAMP-T a little bit more scaled. But overall, I don't see Ukraine developing this system on their own. It would be truly magical if they do. Scott Buskey, do you see Ukraine going harder on the crude oil terminals? They can't load the ships, they can't ship it. Oh, yeah, they already are doing this. Question is how big the pressure is from the United States on Ukraine to not hit the Russian oil. That's my main question. Marino 4691, how critical are the air defense missile stockpiles in Ukraine? Will Germany be forced to send Taurus to compensate and let Ukraine target Russian launch site? I mean, German Taurus is like sort of like a mythical missile that was promised and never sent. So we're already kind of like, you know, like it's a discussion like what's up with Germany. They're still not wanting to do this. Like what's up with their brains? Why are they so weird in their perception of this war? So to put it in a perspective, just so you understand, just so you understand the scale, let me switch to this screen, and then you will kind of understand what's the issue with the missiles, supplies of Patriots, and so on. So you basically need Patriot missile systems to intercept ballistic missiles. A ballistic missile is a missile that goes up in the atmosphere and then it falls very fast down to the target that it needs to bomb, right? And that is very hard to intercept, and there is only like a couple of systems that can do it, like a Patriot or SAM-T and so on. So that is the interceptor. So Russia is making, if you count all of these missiles, like on the both on the planes, ground launched, medium range, short range, and stuff like this, Russia is making about 600 of these ballistic missiles per year right now. This is Russian number, right? 600. And this number is interesting because Ukraine also has number 600. And 600 number is how many missiles were supplied to Ukraine Patriot systems over the period of 40 years. So I hope this kind of gives you a perspective on the scale that Ukraine need these missiles. And note that this is actually even more complex because the amount of these Patriot systems that can be deployed in different areas of the country are very different. So sometimes they would need more, sometimes they would need less in different areas. But the scale, 600 in 4 years versus 600 per year, that is kind of like the numbers that we are working with. Also, sorry, like I'm being a little bit stupid. I always forget that I moved myself to the other side. So I'm now on the other side, but this is my drawing here, right? Over here. There we go. You can see it right over there. That's the scale. So that's why, like, all of the missiles that Ukraine can get, they want to get, and they're not getting it. Keith Sires, thank you so much for 10 pounds. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much. Where did I stop? Andrew Eason or Andre Wason. Sorry for butchering your name, my friend. How much of Russia's ability to get oil to market has been disabled by the Ukrainians? I've heard numbers about like 15%, but don't quote me on this. Like, those were very unverified numbers, and it was mostly speculation by some guys that I know are kind of analytic, but I don't know where they got the data. So, but that's the number that I heard. It wasn't me. Are there any proposal to pay Ukraine with Patriot air defense missiles to return to their help and interceptor drones? Maybe. I mean, one way or another, that's kind of like what Ukraine needs first and foremost. It's just how many of these missiles US is willing to sell, because the production of these missiles is not very large as well. Amizer, for laptop Go with Fedora Linux, they have newer drivers. Did you hear that Japan wanted Ukraine sea drones? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Ukraine want. I'm surprised that Taiwan doesn't want them. Like, seriously, holy shit. Like, real talk. Like, Taiwan would be like the first country that I think would want the naval drones. Ukraine is a country without navy that was able to defeat Russian navy. Like, and Taiwan still hasn't really worked with Ukraine to get the sea drones. So great that Japan wants it. Japan really doing great, and I love the steps that Japan has been taking over the last years. But man, I'm surprised that region is not more in contact with Ukraine as it is. Just not good. Will President Zelensky ask J.D. Vance if he said thank you just once? Ukraine did not hesitate helping others to stop Shaheds. I mean, like, listen, Ukraine is not in a position. Ukraine is still needing every help that they can get. So it's up to us to shit on the people that deserve it and hold them to account. So, like, Ukraine is still trying to survive here, right? So let's be very realistic. Okay, let's update our fundraiser. How are we doing? We are at... Let's see. Oh! Guys, thank you so much. Great job. We made over 800 euros in this live stream alone. Fantastic work. Really great. So let's stop with the questions and do a bit of a raffle. So there is no prerequisites here to be a raffle. You only need to be just subscribed on the channel. So let me get Nightbot. Let's do some raffle. GLT legislator, during your visit in Kramatorsk, did you have a chance to meet people from the Alcatraz battalion and or Green Cross Medevac? They're doing an amazing job like all Ukraine. Yes, I met with the guys from Alcatraz. I met with guys. They even they gave me a lot of stuff, and well, not a lot of stuff, but like a special patch, and they are really, really nice and sweet. I met with, I believe, with like one of the either battalion commanders. I think I met like the battalion commander, maybe, and April I met. Or maybe that wasn't a battalion commander. Maybe it was just the direct boss of April, because she referred to him as her boss. So maybe I'm just like, maybe I'm losing it. So, but I met with April. April is like the media person. If you follow Alcatraz, you should know her. Okay, giveaways. Giveaways. Should we do giveaway? Like, listen, I'll show you how it looks for the Nightbot, and then you will help me what to do. All right. So this is how it looks like. What the hell? Yeah, so this is how it looks like for me. There's a giveaway for a random number, a keyword, or a giveaway. So I propose giveaway, and we do the Slava Ukraini. So everyone that writes Slava Ukraini will be able to get the giveaway. How do you think it's a good one? Oh, right, correct. What are we doing? So the things that we will be raffling today. First things first, there is a 93rd Brigade mug. This is a mug. I haven't used it. It's just been a bit dusty. So there is a very nice mug for the 93rd Brigade. And then there is the goodie box. No, wait, don't write Slava Ukraine. Okay, shit. Okay, we should probably start. Viewers, regulators, yeah, moderators, sure. Keyword Slava Ukraini. Remove spammers, unique winners. Yes. I don't know what these are, but let's go. Oh, there we go. You see, everyone that that writes Slava Ukraini is appearing here, guys. So if you write Slava Ukraini, then you will appear in this list. But I'll show you what's else we have in the goodies. So for now, I'll just switch to the bigger screen. So the first thing is 93rd Brigade's Black Raven Battalions. This is like a notebook. It's a pretty nice one. Square, I mean, is it squares? Can you see it? I don't know. But this is the 93rd Brigade's notebook. If you want, I can sign it. It's a pretty neat one. It's a lot of swag. Then there is a couple of keychains. They come in the box like this. They unfortunately got smashed a little bit on the way. But I hope you will be able to see. Camera focus. Yes, this is the 93rd Brigade keychain. So we're going to do, I have like 2 of these. I believe this is also it. Yep. So 2 of them. Some stickers. If you like stickers, you're very welcome. Oh, what is this? Oh, I have actually a 3rd keychain. I didn't even notice. So I have 3 keychains. And this is all from Kramatorsk that I got in person from the guys. So then I have like a pin from Holodny Yar, like this one with their the tree logo. And then I have another pin with Холодный Яр with their bird logo. So this is the second pin. And then I also have a magnet. This is like a flexible magnet with the 93rd Brigade, Холодный Яр. Холодный Яр is translated to the cold ravine. And then finally, some of the good ones to the end. First one is a patch. This is the 93rd Brigade patch. It comes in this letter like this, and it has a wax seal on the other side. And inside there is a very special. These patches are very rare. It's a nice thick one that they're using in Brigade themselves. It's not the usual light one, like the white. Oh, actually, give me a second. I'll show you. Yes, so if you would try searching for the 93rd Brigade, this is the patch that you would most likely get, the white one. This is the standard patch of the 93rd Brigade. This is the one that they are, like, it's essentially like public. And the one that you're getting is like this one. It's rubberized, and it's also the dark one. So it's also like has a nice texture to it. I hope you can see that it has a little bit texture. So it's a pretty cool one. Like, this one is mine. I cannot give it away. This was handed to me personally, so sorry, guys. But exactly the same one will be in this package here. And then the best one for last, the big 93rd Brigade plaque. It's a nice thick wooden plaque of the 93rd Brigade Холодный Яр. So I will also give it away for you guys. For big thanks for supporting Ukraine. That is a badass patch. That is a badass patch. It is. I was like, what? I will be able to get it. And I was able, like, can I get another one for Raffle? And they said, like we usually don't give away these. Like, these are, like, special. But, like, we're all helping them. So they're like, yeah, okay, sure. So this is my box of goodies. I will open the Excel so I can start writing you down. To reach out to me if you get selected, you'll just write a mail in the chat, and I will record your mail to the system. Okay. So where is my? Oh my God! It's not Excel. How it's called on Linux? I think it's called Calculate, like LibreOffice Calc. There we go. Calc. Okay, there we go. So, the first lot, let's begin with small ones. I guess we begin with small lots. So the first one, it's a bit bended, but I'm sorry, guys. Like, it is what it is. It's a thing. We're gonna get the patches. So not the patches, but the stickers. So. Sorry for bending it a little bit. Stickers from the it has like different ones. Like, I'll show you. It has like a drone sticker. Then it has like a vampire sticker, a Black Raven one, the 93rd Brigade Black Raven sticker, and like a drone launcher. So something maybe you can have for someone. I have actually more stuff that I'm gonna raffle, but let's deal with this one. So let's roll it up, guys. So we're choosing a winner right now. I'm gonna shift here so you see that everything is fair. So everyone that applied is here, and let's not remove spammers. Everyone is a fair winner. So let's choose winner, and Trey 8503. Can you send a message? Trey8503. Can you send a message and send a message with maybe like let me hide this just so I get. Can you send a message with an email, I guess? I don't know actually how this works. Like, do you get any messages? Hmm. Yes. Oh, super. Super, super, super. Woohoo! Yeah. So you got the stickers. So Trey, I'm gonna record your YouTube handle just in case. But if you can also write your mail. How can we do your write mail? Can you send your mail to my mail? Can I ask my moderators, can you please write my mail in the chat? Trey, can you send it to ukrainematters2022@gmail.com? Like, just confirm to me that that you will send it to my mail, and we'll take it off from there. Yeah, there we go. Yes, super. Gotcha, yes. Okay, good. So first one, stickers. We are waiting from Trey. Great. All right. All right, Trey is a winner. Super. Yeah, and now you see, for example, if I look at Trey, he appears as a winner. So so now, unfortunately, Trey, this is it. No. We're all here for the same purpose. So let's continue on. Let's continue with the magnet. This is the 93rd Brigade flexible magnet. It's nice and flexible, and it's pretty cool. You can use it. You can give it as away, whatever you want. And our winner is TC Paul H. TC Paul H, can you please write that you acknowledged that you're winning, and will send me an email on ukrainematters2022@gmail.com. Okay. I see you wrote the message. So I guess that's a yes. Paul, can you confirm that you will TC Paul wrote but I'm not sure if this means that he will send me the mail. I would really want to. I'll give it like 10 seconds more, and then we can continue. Sending mail, super. That's it. Good. Thank you so much, my friend. Let's continue on. Congratulations. All right, let's move forward. Next one is the tree pin. So the pin from the 93rd Brigade with a nice tree. So it is JBMF5DO. Congratulations, my friend. Can you write that you have received this message and that you will send me a mail? That's a nice one. Yeah. I really like the tree one. It's a special symbol. Like, it's one of those things that, you know, like if you know, then you know. Yes, super. Thank you so much, JB. I've recorded this. Send me the mail. JB, this is tree magnet. Super. Let's move on. So next one is the Brigade logo pin. It's a metal pin with the Brigade logo, with the 93rd Brigade. It actually has some nice lyrics on the other side from Vasil Shklar. And Sidon Paul, congratulations. Can you confirm to me that you have received this this announcement? Hi, super. Just send me a mail to ukrainematters2022@gmail.com and we're gonna Brigade pin. Super. Thank you so much, my friend. Slava Ukraini. Okay. Now we have the three. Now we have three keychains. It's a pretty nice keychain. It's I mean, it's a full metal. So the first winner is. Oh, I forgot to switch the desktop. Sorry. And the first winner is IDI Gress 1159. Thank you. Congratulations, my friend. Can you confirm that you are here to receive this nice keychain from the 93rd Brigade? Time taken to become active. Oh, I wonder if it's... Hey, that's me. Yes, that's you. Congratulations with a nice new keychain from the 93rd Brigade. Just send me a mail on the Ukraine Matters 2022, and I will just we'll take it from there. Thank you so much. So the first keychain is there. Second keychain. Let's go. Without any waiting, let's choose a winner, and it is Master Puppets 206. Another keychain to Master Puppets 206. This is more exciting than I was expecting. Like I mean like I would be terrible as a game show host, but I like giving away stuff. I don't know why. Like it's thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for supporting Ukraine. Like I'm here just sending a message. Like all of these things is from the brigade because they are saying thanks to you. So thank you. Please send me a mail. Super. Oh shoes! I forgot to record. There we go. And the final keychain is Katie. Katie. Ay. Katie is, I believe, from the moderating team, but I mean, all of the moderators are doing so much. Katie, congratulations. Thank you, Katie, for all of the support. Appreciate it so much, and congratulations on the keychain. You know how to reach out to me, Katie. Oh, it's so nice. All right, now we're getting to the real big hitters, guys. I hope you're ready. So all of the people that have been here and they still haven't gotten it. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do the Black Raven notebook. It's a notebook with Black Raven Unmanned System Forces logo on it. So we will do the roll right now. And Daniel Gold 2474. Congratulations, my friend. Can you confirm to me that you are able to receive this message and you will reach out? Daniel, come on. Such a, like, so far we've been like flawless. Everyone was here. Everyone was engaged. Guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for supporting Ukraine. This is really, really important to support Ukraine. Yes, I confirm. Super, Daniel. Congratulations on your notebook. In an email, can you write me right away if you want any message for me to write to you like a personalized, if you want. If you don't want, I will just send it as is. And now we're getting here to the big showdown. The patch, the 93rd Brigade special patch. Very, very few of these really gets out of the brigade. It's closed with a wax seal. I'll transition to the big screen. It's closed letter with a wax seal on. And it's a very, very special patch. I want this patch. Believe me, a lot of people want this, but we'll see if you're gonna get it. So let's see who's gonna be the lucky one. And it is DK Art and Design. What a nice name. Congratulations, my friend. Can you acknowledge that you will be getting this wonderful special patch? Oh, we still have one more lot, and then we have something else. No way. Yes way. I guess that means that you will send me a mail. So send me please a mail. Of course, thank you. Yes, send me a mail and I will ship this very special patch to you, my friend. Thank you so much for supporting Ukraine. Please, please do so. And finally, guys, the big thing altogether, the big wooden plaque with the 93rd Brigade. You can hang it. You can do whatever you want. It's nice and amazing and thick. So let's see who's gonna get it. Andriel. Andriel, are you here, my friend? It's funny, like Andriy, because Andriy is a Ukrainian name. If Andriy is in Ukraine, then it would be funny sending this back to Ukraine. But it doesn't matter, because support for Ukraine, if you're here with us, you're saying Slava Ukraini, you're continuing supporting Ukraine, that is what matters. Andriy, my friend, can you confirm to me that you're here? Well, I'm indeed from Kiev. Well, congratulations, my friend. This is going to you. So, can you write me on Ukraine Matters 2022, and I will make sure that the 93rd Brigade plaque will be delivered to you. I guess we all are very, very blessed that Andriy here is gonna get the special 93rd Brigade. I'm pretty sure for Ukrainian that matters a lot. Super, 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 guys. Oh, yes. Super. Andriy, can you still write? Well, I mean, like you said that you're from Kiev, but I'm hoping that you will write me. Okay. So this ends up for this giveaway. So thank you so much for all of the people participating. This was the giveaway from the 93rd Brigade. There's a couple of more things that I want to give away to you guys today, but we're gonna see if this is something that you want to be doing. Let's see. Let's see for now. So there is a thing. So when I was traveling, there was a gas station on the way to Ukrainian city of Kramatorsk. That gas station was basically like the last really working gas station on the city to Kramatorsk, and right after that gas station, there was started like a big tunnels of nets. And on that gas station, I noticed something that I thought would be pretty cool to give to some kid somewhere. So I bought like a toy car with from the Ukrainian Ministry of Defense, and it has like the 3rd Assault Corps logo on it. And I think that this would be a pretty cool thing for anyone that has a kid and a boy kid. and this is a car that I basically bought from the Frontline gas station and brought back. So I don't know how we can roll it out, because I'm pretty sure like this is not for anyone that really wants to. But even if you want to, let's choose a key phrase for this, guys, and let's give you some time so you can join up and you can get this nice packed toy car that I got from basically the war zone. I was really shocked when I saw it there. I was like, that is or a girl. I mean, like, to be honest, like, yeah, we're not sexist here. Anyone can play with a car, but this is the 3rd Assault Brigade. This is very, very interesting. Like the moment of time, car for Ukraine. That's true. The car for Ukraine. True. What is the keyword that we should choose? Because like I don't want to mix it up with the previous Slavo Ukraini, because it gets confused. Let's choose a new keyword. Can you give me a keyword? Car for Ukraine? Yeah, let's do car for Ukraine. Sure, why not? So car for Ukraine. Yeah, there we go. So you just need to write car for Ukraine. Let's reset all of the entries, and we're starting now. So I'm starting on it. Just write car for Ukraine, and we're gonna do the car. And then another, oh, shoes. We forgot the cup. So anyone that's going to participate in Car for Ukraine, I'm going to also give away the cup. Sorry, guys, I forgot the cup. So I also met from some of the guys from Azov. I met with some guys from Azov during my trip to Kramatorsk, and they don't like I talked with them, and I said, like, guys, do you have some swag that I can give away like to people and so on? And they said, like, well, we don't really have budget for it. So they basically got like a lot of this weird stuff, like stickers, Ukrainians, and they wrote like special messages from the Azov. I'm not sure if I'm show. So this is like you go to Kramatorsk, you talk with the guys from Azov. You know, supposedly, if you listen to Russian propaganda, the most Nazis, you know, like the ones that are like completely like totally Nazis, and then you get stuff like this, like you get like the cards that are like that signed from them. So I think like I need to give away them somehow as well. Like there's like stickers, and I just don't know what's the best way to do it. Oh, there's actually a magnet from this, but this is like, you know, it's a stock standard magnet, except it's with personal messages from the guys. There's like a flag which says "Glory to Ukraine," and there is another one. Oh, there's like a couple more. This one says, "Come on, camera, glory to Ukraine," and the other one says, "Thank you, glory to Ukraine." So I don't know what I will do with the Azov things. I think it's quite a lot, so we'll need to give away them at some point. We'll need to figure out how we can do it. And I also have like a special thing that that I thought long and hard about giving away, and I think I will give it away today with the same car for Ukraine. What about giving them to your mods? Actually, like giving to the mods and then mods distributing them would not be a bad idea. Hey, thank you so much. I think that would be great. Yeah, because it's stickers, you know, it's flags, guys. I'm pretty sure you would want that as well. Maybe we will send up, but I think like if I send them to the mods, I think mods can then share it in any way they like. Yeah, let's be fair. But what I do want to give away is there is something very special. So, you know, when we just started fundraising on this channel, we didn't really know what we can give away for like the patches or not patches. And there was like a very limited things that we made. Basically, it was made like in, I believe in total 3 pieces were made. Something very special, which is dog tag. This was like the first thing that was made as a campaign benefit for the first campaign that we ever did on this channel. And this one was with NAFO 69, the old one. So super. Let's see if I can. So it has Ukrainian Trident on one side, and it has NAFO 69 Sniffing Brigade on the other side. It's a truly piece like of work that has so much history in it for me personally, but I think it's worth still giving away, despite the fact that that I think it would be nice to hold to. I think I want to say thanks to you more than I want to hold on to this one. So I will raffle this one as well. All right. So come on. A bit of old memorabilia. So these are the three things that we're not going to be raffling right now. So thank you so much for everyone that wrote Car for Ukraine. Let's start with the cup, because we forgot the cup for the 93rd. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm fine. Like, believe me, like I really need it. Or not read it, but like I really appreciate it. It's definitely something very close to my heart. But supporting Ukraine is more important than whatever I want. So we do what we must. So let's do this. So the cup that we forgot, and cup goes to Jan Chechen. Sorry for butchering your name, man. Jan Kahan, maybe. Jan, are you here, my friend? Get in touch with Memory Steel. Yeah, I know Memory Steel. I ordered, I think, like their pendant, and I gave it away to a friend, but it was like what I didn't like, it was very sharp on the edges, so I was not sure like how safe it is, like, you know. Jan, just write me a message to Ukraine Matters 2022, and we'll get in touch, and I'll give you a cup. All right. Thank you so much for supporting Ukraine, my friend. Let's write you down. Cup. Super. Super. That's the cup. Then let's go with the dog tag, the unique dog tag that was with me for like now what 3.5 years. Like I was really like, you know, like looking at it for so long, but I finally decided I want to do it. So let's go for it. Glassman, sorry for butchering your name, my friend. Glass, are you here, my friend? You're gonna get yourself the unique dog tags. Glass, are you here? Tell me that you're here, please. We've been having such a great record. Everyone was here and active. Let's give it like 15 seconds. Oh, I'm here. Super. Can you just write me a mail and I will send you the dog tags. Thank you so much for supporting Ukraine, my friend. And finally, the car for Ukraine will go to Darren Johnson. Congratulations, my friend. Darren, can you confirm that you're here, and are you ready to get a car for Ukraine? Darren. Still waiting for a reply. Nothing yet. Darren, let's give you 10 more seconds to reply. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No way. Yes. Yes. Wow. That's like a James, is it James Bond or something? Yes, last second, Darren. Congratulations. No way, yes. Super. Like that was that was nice timing. So can you please write me a mail and you will get the special car for Ukraine. Super. Guys, this is for now where it is. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for being here. Again, if you didn't receive anything, again, I showed you I have some more stuff. Maybe we'll do a little bit more of these raffles. Also, moderators, like I'm going to send them, I guess, some stuff. So start influencing moderators, you know, buttering your way through the masses, so to say. But I congratulate all of the winners. Remember, guys, the main and important part is that the winner is Ukraine, because all of this was done thanks to you. I was received really nice and warmly in Ukraine only because this is what we're able to achieve. That we're supporting Ukraine, we're able to send them what they need. Look at how happy they are. Like how can you not be sad? So they get their benefits, we're getting our benefits. Ukraine gets the main benefits. Thank you so much for being here with me, guys. I really appreciate your time. Let's answer a couple of more questions and then we're gonna wrap it up. But it's been, is it too late to donate? It's never too late to donate, man, my friend. It's never too late. Like supporting Ukraine is what matters. And thank you so much for doing that, all of you. Let's read up a couple of questions and then we're gonna wrap it up today. So thank you so much for everyone. I'm sorry in advance that I couldn't respond. TBOI Kovas is asking, looks like Ukrainian counteroffensive is going surprisingly well. You think Ukraine eventually going to be able to put pressure in multiple different places on the front? Yes, for sure. I mean, that's the situation that we're inevitably heading towards. This has been a very devastating war for Russia. Now everyone is expecting that Russia is going to mobilize, and if Russia indeed mobilizes, it will help Russia continue holding the line, but it's not going to help break. Ukraine is definitely becoming more and more technologically capable. And if the deals that are being right now discussed with the Gulf states are going to go through, then Russia is in for a big trouble drive. Paul724, thank you so much for $50. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you so much for helping me buy some bread on the table. And continue supporting Ukraine with what I can. You're the man. Can we have a Hungarian elections live stream on 12th of April, please? Maybe. Cannot promise. I'll try. I'll think about this. Ukraine has several foreign factories for building combat vehicles. Has Ukraine finished building any vehicles and put them in combat? Yes. Ukraine has put a lot of these vehicles in combat. I don't have the precise numbers, but it's a lot. I have a question. What about a deal of Gripen Rafales? We just read, Nicholas, in my last video that the first payments are going to be coming in for Gripens and Rafales. So it's on the way. Has the winter's much bigger Russian campaign against Ukrainian energy drone anything to bridge the gap you've talked about between Ukrainian civilians acting like there is no war and the front? Oh, that's a great question. I think to an extent. I think it definitely revitalized some things, but you also need to understand that in a lot of Ukrainian mindset right now, it is perceived that this is just like annoyance. And there is not always the connection that this is Russians to blame. There is a lot of people that are still blaming Ukrainians for not supplying the energy. It's pretty stupid. It's pretty wild. But unfortunately, that's where we are. So I would say like couple of percentage points definitely got back, but that is. People writing Slavo-Ukrainian Cyrillic, do you include them? No, unfortunately not. Igors. Nice one, Georgie. Did you catch Kaula and Robertson interview with President Zelensky? I can see you and Budanov spelling correctly, doing the same. Maybe. We'll see, right? Let's not judge. I'm not a very good interviewer, and also like you put like where Kalen is and where I am, right? So let's not kid ourselves how good he is and how shit I am. So, but thank you so much for sticking with me. You're making me a little bit less shit, and I appreciate it so very much. Slava Ukraini, support Ukraine, trust in Ukrainian armed forces. I love you, and I will see you next time.